And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show. We're getting ready for the high school football season, and we got to put some respect on the Orange Vista Coyotes coming off a CIF Southern Section Division 5 championship. We got head coach Greg Zoma, a bunch of his guys as well. We got Sean Fleming running around that defense. And Coach Zoma, let me start with you, man. Listen, you've done it before. Back at your Citrus Hill days, you know what it's like coming off a CIF championship. As you regroup, as you refocus coming into this season, does it feel different? Is it business as usual? Do you have to treat it differently? What's your approach coming into 2024?
Hey, Pep, it's definitely not business as usual. It's a very special accomplishment that we've done last year, and we've got a lot of pats on the back, and I mean, it almost feels excessive at times that people are acknowledging, but it feels good as a person for people to acknowledge your success. But no, it's not business as usual. It is the expectation is the bar has been raised. And so, like I said, we spent some time celebrating our accomplishment last year and winning the division, but at this point, it is I guess it would be a refocus, but man, the expectation is high, a lot higher than before. And we realize that we have a target on our back. We realize that people expect us to be, a big time program, and as coaches and as players, we really emphasize that and kind of develop that, And so, man, it's exciting. It's a really exciting time in that it's the first CIF championship in schools history, any team championship in schools history, which made it really special. But man, we're just trying to get our guys to live up to those high expectations.
Coach, I'm not saying you guys have a chip on your shoulder because you won a CIF title, but do you feel like, man, we could have went farther in the SoCal Regional and get to the state championship and maybe win a state title for Orange Vista? Do you feel like there's still I know it sounds crazy, but there's still some unfinished business out there for you guys?
And that's right in line with what I'm saying as far as us looking to last season and saying we didn't go as far as we could have. And that's always the goal in this program. But since we came so close, and now our players and coaches have this experience of being one game away from a state championship, and they're hungry for it. And as coaches, man, we're pushing our guys to really remember that it's going to take some work to get to that state championship. So we're excited, man, and our kids are preparing for a really strong season, a really good season, and we'll have some fun this year.
All right, Coach, one more question before I get to your guys and Coach Fleming as well. I know the cupboard's not bare. You had some special seniors that graduated, and I know it's hard to fill those shoes, but the cupboard's not bare. You got some guys coming back. Just quickly do a little name dropping. Who are going to be some of the guys that are going to have a big season for the Coyotes this year?
Well, you have to start with the guys that I have sitting in front of me with our 3-year returning quarterback. He'll be a junior, Khalil Abdulaziz. He makes this thing go for us. And then we have here Adam Gomez, who was a big part of the success on defense. And then we got the division MVP. And Yesay, he's the team MVP on defense. He's the division MVP, the league MVP, just a lot of MVPs for us. So the expectation is really high. And then we just got a really good group of receivers. And so they go right in line with what we're expecting from the offense and Khalil to kind of do his thing this year. And then also we got a really good, strong group of linebackers. Adam's part of that group, and Coach Fleming will probably talk about that a little bit. But man, we'll be young in some places, but I think overall, and I say this, I hesitate to say it because sometimes you don't want to compliment too much, but this is the most talented team that I've ever coached. And so even more talent than the last year. They had some guys, some superheroes last year in Sair and Corey and those guys. But overall, this team is super talented. We just got to kind of find our identity, kind of find how tough we want to be and how much we want to step up to the challenge of being special. But overall, we're just super talented.
All right, Coach Fleming. So you just heard Coach Zomalt hyping up that defense. I know there's going to be some special playmakers on offense, like your quarterback there in front of you. But defensively, do you like this group, and do you feel like maybe the defense could possibly lead the way for Orange Vista this season?
I love this group. This defense, we've lost a couple key pieces defensively that were seniors last year in Calvin, William Matthews, Corey. But we still, our linebacker core is strong, leading the charge with Adam Gomez. Alofa is still here. He's going to be a senior this year, leading the way. But Yese, he sets the table. Adam and Alofa, they knock him down. We're definitely going to be, I would say, a strength to the team this year. It's the offense last year was lighting it up last year. I expect them to do the same this year. But the defense this year, I definitely see as a strong point to this team to be able to hold some of these really good teams that we play when we get in the playoffs. Our defense is really going to set the table for the team this year.
So, Coach Fleming, I know helmets just came out. Pads will be, put on pretty soon. How's the focus of the team right now? Because, I mean, the season literally is right around the corner. We're basically, I call it fall camp. It's not fall, but you know what I mean? Like, we're in fall camp getting ready for that first game of the season. How do you like the mindset, the attitude, the focus right now of the team?
Man, I love the focus of the team. We got a lot of hungry guys on both sides of the ball. The biggest part right now, because we just have helmets on, is trying to keep the defense from being too aggressive and getting bodies hurt until we get the shells on. But man, they're focused. They're learning a lot. We're changing up the defense a little bit this year just so we can be a little faster, a little more physical. But I love what we have going on. The guys are hungry this year, and they want to go further this year.
All right, very good. Thank you, Coach Fleming. Khalil, I'm going to get to you. I promise we love quarterbacks here on the Inland Sports Show for sure, but let me start with some of the guys on defense here. Yese Magale. And Yese, man, coming off that championship season, which felt great, do you guys still think about that? Do you talk about that much? Or do you, when you roll out on the field this season, is it all business, all focus, and just, hey, it's a clean slate. We got to do it all over again?
As of right now, that's in the past, and we're trying to look to the future right now. We're trying to run it back, hopefully get another division title. And our focus is to the future. Although we love those guys that came before us, we're looking to the future right now.
Do you think, looking back at last season, that foundation was laid for this Orange Vista football program, getting that first CIF championship? Like Coach Zomalt said, the expectations are going to be different. There's going to be targets on your back because you are a CIF champion, coming off that great season. Do you feel like it's just different this year? Like the foundation was laid last year. Now you got to continue that. What's this legacy? Can you guys do it all over again? I don't know if it's pressure, but do you feel that excitement around around the fact that trying to do it again?
Most definitely. Our team feels it. We all feel it as of right now, all of us right here. And we're trying to push forward and keep our heads down and keep looking forward with our tunnel vision and strive for that league title first and then move on to the division title and then hopefully the state.
Like Coach Fleming said, you guys are flying around at practice. He's trying to cool it down a little bit with you guys. Are you guys ready to go? Like you feel like, hey, if that first game of the season was on Friday, you guys feel like you're probably ready to go and could take the field?
Most definitely. Our defense is always ready. Our team is always ready. We're ready to bang.
All right, let me get to your guy, Adam Gomez, right there in the middle in the front row. And Adam, just like Yese was saying, this defense is ready to get it cracking. I know Khalil is a stud, and he's going to have some great, weapons on offense. But do you feel like the defense could really maybe carry the team or really just, do its part, do its job to help this Orange Vista team get back into a position where it could compete for a championship?
Yes, sir. Just like Yese and Zoe said, we already celebrated. Now we're just keeping our heads down, pushing forward, get ready for this next season.
Adam, what do you like about this defense? Like, I don't know if you want to say you guys are strong in the middle because that's you're a linebacker. You want to say you're strong in the middle of the field, but do you up front, the secondary, like where do you think this defense really shines?
Mainly, I'm gonna say in my group, my backers, because we got a lot of speed and strength there. So I'm gonna have to go with my backers.
So Adam, when you're in practice and you're going against a guy like Khalil, and that even going back to last season, so many studs on offense. How does that make the Orange Vista defense better, just going up against these guys in practice every day?
It's just iron versus iron, man. It's just continue every day, making us better at a time, step by step. We're going to get there.
All right, good stuff, Adam. Let me go to Khalil Abdul-Aziz, the quarterback for the Orange Vista Coyotes. I feel like he's in his 22nd season with OV. Khalil, but man, you're only a junior and you're already so accomplished. I mean, you got a CIF championship under your belt as well. But what keeps you hungry, man? What keeps you motivated to get out there and just keep working and getting better?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Pep. I look at the schedule and I see 5 quarterbacks on there with some attention and some offers. So that just keeps me real. Like it's a fire under myself, definitely. You know, this whole offseason has been very, very accomplishing in my opinion. You know, just staying in the lab and you know I hear it, I see all the outside noise, but at the end of the day, it's me versus me.
All right, Khalil, I'm not trying to give away all your secrets, but when you say you've been, staying in the lab all off season, what are some things that you're working on so you're a better quarterback this season in 2024?
To be a well-rounded quarterback, honestly. And yes, I can light it up through the air, but I don't want to say too much right now. I don't want to give him too much spoilers, but I got my feet work right a little bit. And like I said, one key part also is my mental and, you know, understanding defenses, fronts, and how the linebackers move and just studying the game, you know, watching a lot of Tom Brady and just studying, just, again, like well-rounded quarterback.
Yeah, because it's one thing to have the physical attributes, right? Obviously, you're talented, but do you feel like maybe that's what separates the good from the great is being a student of the game and understanding it? It sounds like that's what you're really working on.
Yes, for surely, because I see these guys at Elite 11 and just at this age, at this point in my life, and in recruitment and everything, everybody can throw the ball. Everybody can throw a spiral. It's what separates you. Is how you say things, how you walk, how you talk, how you interact with your players and your teammates, and how you act under pressure, honestly, you know, on the sideline. So that's what I'm really trying to focus on.
All right, good stuff, Khalil. I appreciate it. Let me wrap it up with Coach Zomal. Coach, I'm just curious, you know, was the off season enjoyable for you coming off a CIF championship, or was it like, man, I want to get back out there with my guys? That felt so good. I want to do it all over again. What was the off season like?
It was different. You know, we've been working. We start our off-season program really in January and in some cases December. I have kids here over Christmas break, training and lifting weights and stuff. The difference was this year is there's a lot of, like I want to say, it's pats on the back. And as a human being, you know, that always feels good. You know, it's human nature. And so that was the difference. And so at times you got to kind of remember that, man, these guys need to work. I need to work. My coaches need to get better. I need to get better. Everyone needs to get better to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish, which is to keep this program in the same trajectory, to still be going up, not feel like we've reached this plateau and that's the goal. So it was different in that regard, but not much different in the preparation. We still grind through the winter and grind through the spring and summer. And right now we're in like, as you say, fall camp. Used to be called Hell Week.
Yeah.
We're at that time where we're on the kids really tough, and so it, you know, at some point you forget all the pats on the back and you just go to work. So that was the only really big difference, was a more acknowledgement from outside people, but we still have to grind through and work.
Mm-hmm. Well, the time is now. Like, the season is upon us. Nothing but love for the Orange Vista Coyotes. Coach Zomal, Coach Fleming, and then right to left on your screen, Yesay, Adam, and Khalil. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Congrats on last season again, but I know it's a brand new slate. You guys want to do it all over again. Best of luck in 2024.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You got it. That's the Orange Vista Coyotes here on the Inland Sports Show.
Inland Sports.